What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me. Long time coming. Allow me to explain what happened. I had problems with my other camera. Had to get a new one, among other things. I'm really happy to get a video up. Let's move on. New camera, microphone, and I would really appreciate your feedback on how it sounds, how it looks. Today, you read the description, you read the title, you know what we're going to talk about. I'm really excited to bring this one to you, man. Really excited. So without further ado, let's take it down and talk about it, man. Okay, here we go. Oh, in case you're wondering, we will be giving away the tenderfoot stands today. So let me go ahead and adjust here. Should be pretty good. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. The 777's copper mechanical mod. Okay, this is the box it comes in. We're going to start there. MC Mods, made in, you guessed it, Utah. Pretty cool, 100% made in the USA. A couple things to note about this delectable little mod is it is a heavy hitter. Heavy hitter at an affordable price. I'll go ahead and put the link down right now. And that's the website you can go to. But the last time I checked the website, this wasn't available on there. So call them. Okay, call up the Logan shop. I know they got them there. And talk to them. Tell them Trevor sent you. They'll take care of you, okay? This one's highly recommended from me. Definitely one of my favorite mechs I've ever owned. Especially the Switch. The Switch itself will just blow you away, man. I'm in love with this Switch. But we're going to get to that. Like always, we're going to start from the top. Threading on this whole thing throughout, very good. The bottom is a little tighter than the top, I have noticed. But still, very smooth, not a problem. As you can hear right there. There's just a little play at the end. Hopefully you heard that. Pop out battery. Sony VTC5. Let's start with top cap. Now, Mark Campbell started out making drip tips. And by the looks of this mod, he has come a long, long way since the drip tips. Hopefully that's a little better. Let me see if I can get a little better focus for you. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. Much better. So, just look at it. And looking at it, you might be kind of confused. Which I don't blame you because of this. This is a very, very cool adjustment. Floating pin, floating copper pin. Again, everything you see on this mech mod has been machined by hand. Let's go ahead and unthread this. This is a cap. At least what I like to call it is a cap. To adjust for your battery rattle. What do you think? Not bad at all. I like the little lip on there. I like that versus if it was just straight up flat, because it could sit there and kind of slop on your battery. Okay, that's what's making that little lifted up edge is what's making contact with your battery. I like that a lot. So kudos for that. I'll go ahead and just unscrew this floating pin, and it's a nice and stiff floating pin, which again, I like to thread my atomizer on, thread up the Delrin, and push on that. It's not necessarily loose enough that it'll just kind of, at least on my unit, it doesn't just kind of go up and down really easy. I don't know if you've ever had a mechanical mod with a floating pin that just kind of falls out. Oh, I hate that. So, that's great. Again, nice work. Nice work. Delrin where it needs to be. No problem there. I'm going to go ahead and throw the cap actually back on. Nice thick threading, huh? And it just threads on beautifully smooth. And I'm going to go ahead and actually put it back on, because we're going to put it back together after. Take your time with Delrin. Anytime you're threading Delrin, it strips easy. And copper as well. It's just a good habit to get into. Done. There's the whole thing. 510 threading, flawless. Can't beat it. No complaints there. Marine brass. Marine gray brass. Let's get to the tube section. Tube section, very cool indeed. The 777 logo right there. Okay, joint effort between Mark and Nick Jones. Mark Campbell and Nick Jones from Riverwalk Vapors, which is my local B&M. This is actually a tattoo of his. I thought that was kind of cool. Nice touch. Nice and deep. And don't forget, in-shop interview coming soon, man. We'll be hanging out and talking with Nick. He's been quite a big part of my vaping journey, at least, and I'm really excited to sit down and hang out with him. Number 47. They're all serialized. Nice. Chunky threading. What you'd expect. Never had an issue with a hot button, anything weird. Obviously, you know, from some bells this does get warm, or this is kind of a thinner tubing. But, you know, I have not really had any problems at all with this mechanical mod. Switch design. This thing was birthed from 20 different switch designs. Okay, he had 20 different ones he was really liking. This is the one he landed on, and I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did. So looking at it, might be kind of confusing. Like, what is this? Is this just a plate? Let's go ahead and pop off this Delrin piece here. It just simply pops off, but not easily, which is good. Oops. Okay, pops right off. Now this is good, and I want to thank them for putting the Delrin there. This Delrin piece is needed. Okay, if this wasn't here, okay, let's say this wasn't here. You put your battery in your tube, boom, okay, it sits there like this. There's no Delrin there, it's just sitting there. You're setting the circuit. Okay, it'll just sit there and auto fire. Let's say your wrapping was all messed up and janky right here. It's all haggard looking. You know, looks like it just got done from a Black Friday at Walmart, right? And you throw it down in there. There's nothing here to protect the battery from touching anything on here. Boom. It's going to set the circuit and it's going to sit there and auto fire. Okay. This Delrin helps protect from that. You put it on there. It's sitting on Delrin. Okay. And it won't fire until you make it fire. So good job. Good job to them on that. And put that off to the side. Okay. Here's the rest of the switch. So far, I'm happy with the close-ups. So far, so good. So let's get to the bottom of this switch, shall we? Now, looking at it, I'm going to go ahead and put my finger on the pin. Okay. It's a pin. I'm just going to simply turn that ring. Now at the end, I'm going to be careful, because I don't want to bring both magnets with me, because they are strong. Got it. Okay, there's the ring and the magnet. Very strong magnets. Okay, now you're looking at this. There's the other magnet, and there's your pin. Let's get into this. Plenty of venting. Nice job. Nice job. Probably wouldn't hurt to put another one in there, but very, very good venting in this. Mark was really, when I was talking to him on the phone, he was very big about safety. He just kept talking about it and what his concerns were and stuff like that in most mechanical mods. And this one was built with safety in mind, as well as price. Let me throw that back in. Magnet goes in, and this is the slug. This right here is the bottom of the switch. Look at that slug. big old nasty copper. Blah. Like you're just in total control of that pin. And I like that. It just, you know, thinking about it, I like that a lot. And it's very well done, as you would expect. Let's put it back together. So you want to take your slug, pop it right in, hold it, put your thumb over this to block the magnet, put this over, just like that, and then just simply thread it on. And threading it on couldn't be any easier, just like that. Now, a couple things I want to talk about with the switch. If you do happen to get one of these, look how level this is. Not bad, right? It's completely level, completely smooth. Now, I took this out once, and I ended up putting it in backwards. Like, I would flip it and put it on, and it had a little protrusion to it. So if you do get one and there's a little protrusion to it, or let's say you put it back together and there's a little edge there, pull it out, flip it around, then put it on, and it'll go away. But smooth. Completely smooth. No rattle. You put it on the table, there's no rattle or nothing like that. One last look at the whole switch. Oh, darn piece. It just presses on and snaps on, you'll hear it. Just like that. Very well done. Very happy with this switch. Probably the best switch I've ever used on a mechanical mod, actually. Very smooth. The action on it is stiff, but smooth. There's nothing crunchy. There's nothing. It doesn't catch ever. Never catches. I can fire with pinky. Smooth enough for that. Everything. Let's put it back together. Get vape in this thing. Okay. Bottom piece. Take your time with copper. As you can see, plenty smooth. Battery. I'm gonna go ahead and add my atomizer to the top cap. It's a dark horse. I got a 0.12 ohm build in here. Thread this on. One more. Take your time with it. And what I like about what they did with the threading, there's not a lot of threading here. I'm not going to be sitting here threading in and out like a lot. You know what I mean? Like there's not that much threading, so I can just thread it on. I don't like that gap. I'm a perfectionist at this stuff. I don't like a gap on there, you know? There we go. There it is. Plenty of power, man. Plenty. And that's the finished look with the Dark Horse. Not bad, right? It's a looker, man. Let's take it up top and talk a little bit about cleaning and stuff like that. Oops. There we go. Pull it up. I think we're in shot. Yeah, not bad. Good. Let's talk a little bit about cleaning copper. Alright, now a lot of people will tell you maybe use a steel brush to clean your copper. Don't do that, please. What I like to use is a stiff bristled toothbrush. That's exactly what I use. Grab an old toothbrush and use that. And I like to use Wright's copper cream. If you haven't seen it, let me grab it. If you haven't seen this, right there. That's what I like to use. Right? Just so you know, man, for future reference. And that's all I've ever used on this. Slightly patinaed right now, but I really like that look. I like the patina look. But remember, stiff, bristled toothbrush works great. And it won't scar up your copper. Again, with the logo, in-shop interview coming up with Nick. I'm really excited to show you guys him. The reason I'm excited to bring him to you is because he's been like a huge part of what I have, you know, my vaping journey. And I'm hoping he covers a lot of stuff. What's it like behind the scenes of a B&M. That's what I'm kind of hoping to get out of this. What am I vaping on today? Let's hit this thing. I'm vaping on some of this Utah Pride today, baby. Some diehards. 5ITP, 3 milligram. They don't make this in a liter yet, but one day they will. And when they do, I will get one. Fantastic, Jays. Let's hit it. It's so warm. Tons of power, man. Tons of power. My experience with this thing has been great, man. I really don't have too much negative to say about it, except for the bottom threading is a little tighter than the top. All in all, not bad. I like the looks of it, but that switch is so seamless. It's definitely something to use to really truly appreciate. This is a macro tiger coil that is pretty gnarly. It's a pretty gnarly build. It's got a pretty good ramp up time, right? It's not very quick. It takes a lot of power to do so, and it's pushing it no problem. No problem. I have no weird heat issues on the bottom, nothing. But it's very important, I can't stress this enough, to keep your copper clean. That's the only way you're going to get the performance you want out of it. Excellent, man. I don't have too much to say except for this. Little message to MC Mods, Nick and Mark. Great job on this, guys. You killed it. You kept us in mind when you did it, and we all appreciate that, man. Again, down in the description, I'll put down Riverwalk Vapor's website. You can also get them at other shops in Utah, but as far as I know, I think Riverwalk might be the only one that has them right now, but I could be wrong. But again, I would call the Logan shop because I know they have them. You talk to him, man. Tell him I sent you. Not much more I can say, bro. Except for, let's end this. Oh, wait, we were going to give away the stands, silly Trevor. I've already done the randomization, and it's funny, too. A previous winner on my channel, he actually named a coil I built. It's called the Grave Digger. It's more of a technique. I don't think it's really a build or anything. Secondhand Vapor, you have won a tenderfoot stand, my friend. Congratulations once again. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan, and it was totally random and totally fair. I wouldn't screw you guys over like that. Also, Crixus, you won the one I use in all my videos, man. So congratulations to both of you guys. Please email me at tjvapingreviews@aol.com if you have any questions, comments. Please just feel free to email me. This is for everybody. tjvapingreviews@aol.com, or simply comment down below, man. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for everything. What a crazy ride. What a crazy ride it's been. We've come a long way, man. And I hope I can continue to do this. I truly enjoy doing it, and it is a lot of fun. Anyway, let's get out of here, man. Let's end this. Class. See you guys.